Good morning, dear students. So today we are going to start the practical number 7 extrusion technology. So extrusion technology is one of the very important topics you learn because nowadays the extrusion technology is very are being used in several industries. You know its benefits, and also there are some disadvantages as well. So in this practical, we are going to get the hands-on experience on extrusion and using the extruder. So we have extruder in our laboratory, but I'm not sure that we can use it for any product development. But even you can go through the parts and you can observe the parts available in the extruder and take the pictures and attach to your practical report. So we have a double barrel extruder in our laboratory, and hopefully we can do the practical later with some uh, locally available raw materials. So the extrusion. What is extrusion? It is actually a unit operation, and when it comes to extrusion, there are so many unit operations are there. They are such as heating, melting. Likewise, there are so many unit operation in this under this extrusion technology, and raw materials are also very important. How to select the raw materials? We will discuss these things in the lectures as well. So raw material selection and their qualities are very important, and how to determine the pressure, shear force, flow rate, and temperature, and the die shape. Everything are very important, and also the temp. You know that we can provide the temperature to the barrel, and we can increase the temperature or decrease. And there are some in some extruders you can see some pre-processing units. I hope that you can remember these things, and also after extrude the product there are some steps such as flavoring and frying and coloring. Uh, you can do these processes adjacent to the extrusion process. So in this practical, you can read the introduction part here, and in the part 1 we are going to identify the basic characteristics which are commonly available in the market. So as you know, the extruded products are very common. You can buy extruded food products from the market for a cheap price, and there are different types of extruded food products as we discussed: ready to eat and ready to cook. And based on the extruder type and shear force and temperature, everything, raw materials, we can find different types of products. As an example, pasta, noodles, spaghetti like products, you can see different shapes and different textures are there. So therefore we need to select the proper extruder. So the objective of this part 1 is uh, to get an idea about the extruded food products and their ingredients, and who is producing, who is manufacturing extruded food products in Sri Lanka, and also there are some imported food products as well. So you better to get an idea about the extruded food products and manufacturers, and also their physical parameters such as moisture, texture, color, and also its length and diameter and width and the shapes. So these things are very important, how to get such products. So I know that since you have gone through the lecture, so you can imagine the extruder uh, which has been used to develop this product, right? It means the if when you select a food product available in the market, so you should be able to determine the type of extruders, right? And whether it is high moisture one or low moisture raw material. So likewise you should have a knowledge to determine such parameters. And also we are going to check its pH value by dissolving, and pH is very important in developing. You will be able to get the idea about that. So the moisture content, pH, everything are very important to get the constant product, a proper product without having any damage, right? So these are the objectives of the part 1. So you have to go on through the labels and also the products, right? Then we are moving to the part 2. This is very, very important. Dough characteristics determination. So dough, you know, dough is a mixture of water and a type of flour or starch, right? We can use another liquid as a substitute for water. So basically, in the extruded food products, we use water as a liquid. So here we are going to use different types of flour mixtures, right? Such as wheat flour, rice flour, kurakan flour, undu flour, like flour varieties, and we are going to determine its dough characteristics. So you know how to prepare a dough. Then we are going to prepare the dough and with different ratios, wheat flour, rice flour, as we discussed, we are being used different types of raw materials, and we are going to mix those raw materials together into different ratios and go and prepare the dough and examine its characteristics. So this is very important. First, you are going to prepare the single flour dough, then flour mixtures, right? First, at the initially, you should be able to prepare the single flour dough and determine its characteristics and texture, all these things. Then we are going to mix these raw materials together in 1:1 ratio and going to check whether there is any difference or not. And the third step, then as we discussed, we use water here, and now we are going to change the type of water, maybe chill water and normal water and hot water. Then we can identify the differences, right? We are going to use same raw materials but for different temperatures of water, right? Then there are some differences, so you better to identify and observe its differences and changes. Thereafter, we can do product development in previously we did these practicals using the string hopper maker, because since we didn't have the extruder those days, but fortunately we have extruder now, but I'm not sure whether it is working or not now. It's working, but there are some works to do for its functioning activity. So we can use we have to observe the dough characteristics, and then you can prepare food products using string hopper maker and get the experience how it behaves and its characteristic and its texture. So those are things we are going to discuss on the extrusion technology, and I hope that you can perform these activities in your home, because you have string hopper maker in your home. Then please get some underutilized flour varieties such as jack seed flour and type of tubers and type of some seeds. So you can collect these things and convert it into flour, and then try to develop some extruded food products even using your domestic string hopper maker, right? So these are the things we are going to do. We are going to get the hands-on experience today, and let's move to the other part. It's about extrusion technology. Sorry, it's about confectionery technology. I hope that you have finished the extrusion, sorry, bakery part of this lecture, but confectionery part we will continue after this practical. So this is also one of the very interesting practicals in this session. So here we are going to develop some confectionaries, right? You know, confectioneries also very popular food products among all age categories. You can buy confectionery food products for a cheap price, right? Confectionery products are very commonly available, but all people in any age category, they are very interesting to consume confectionery. So in this practical 8, in here we are going to develop some selected confectionery food products. And before that, the sugar behavior is very important. Sugar is one of the very common raw materials we are using in our day-to-day activities also we are using sugar in our home, but its chemistry is very complex. Sugar chemistry is very complex, and here we are going to determine and observe its some characteristics of sugar. So you know, sugar is a soluble raw material in water. Then we can dissolve sugar. So do you have idea about how many grams of sugar we can dissolve in water? It's we can dissolve around 180 grams, 108,000. It means 1.8 kilograms of sugar in 1 liter of water, right? So we can dissolve up to 1.8 in 1 liter. If we exceeding the amount, then you can observe precipitation, right? After saturation, you can see sugar goes down, and you can see precipitates are there. And when we heat it, then again we can see different colors and different textures, right? And we can dissolve more and more sugar when we heat the water. If we use hot water, then we can dissolve more sugar than the cold water. So these things are very important, but you all can do these practicals in your home also. So in confectionery technology practicals, there are several factors to maintain critically. There are several critical factors such as temperature, time, stirring speed, and the time we are going to add, and the time we are adding ingredients, right? There is a sequence, right? Then you can't add uh, raw materials as you wish. There is a sequence. So and there are some common problems also related to confectionery industries are available. Sweating is one problem after you develop the product. Then when you expose those product to the atmosphere for a long time, then sweating can observe, and it will since confectionery products are highly hygroscopic, they will absorb water rapidly, right? Then you know, when we heat some sugar with water, then you can observe the color change. And in your home, your mother also developed this type of some food products using caramels and like sugar. So you can get different textures and colors by using similar sugar. And the Maillard reaction and caramelization are very critical in sugar confectionery industry. So I hope that you all know these things. When we under the part 1, we are going to identify the basic physiochemical characteristics of sugar. So for that, we are going to check its color and texture, right? Color and texture with the heat. So we have to take 4 samples and add water, and we are going to increase the temperature from 30 degrees to 180 degrees of Celsius and get the readings. So here you can get very interesting results. So you all have to take photos and attach to your practical reports, right? Then under the part 2 also we are going to identify the effect of heat, temperature and time for sugar confection making. Here also uh, several samples have been prepared, and we are going to heat those samples at different temperatures and get their characteristics and observations. So I will show you some pictures. Hope you can see the picture. So here you can see when we heat the sugar, you can get different colors, right? When we boiling, you can see the color, and threading soft balls like firm balls, hard balls. You can see the color changes here, right? If you can develop this type of chart in your practical, then I think it's brilliant. So you better to take some few drops and develop such chart and take photos and attach to your practical report. I think you can get a very interesting chart. right? Color changes, right? And texture changes also there. Here you can see different colors you can get with different textures, and dark caramel, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 types, and very dark caramels are there. Then burnt caramels. So the final stage. With different texture, sorry, we can use similar raw materials, but different temperature and time combinations. And at the end of the day, you can get different products. So when it comes to confectionery industry, so raw materials are readily available, but you need to change the temperature and time, and you can add some extra raw material. Also, you can see the texture differences, threading stage. You can observe all these things today in these practicals, and soft ball, firm ball, and crack stage, soft and hard. There are 2 stages, and finally caramels. And burnt caramel also available, but caramels are very important. So we use it as a flavoring agent and also the coloring agent, right? You have this experience, right? And you will get this type of different colors. So please take photograph, and please maintain the temperature and time strictly. So then you can get different results, right? And also we are going to develop some popular food products such as jujubes and marshmallows, right? And hard-boiled candies, right? Hard-boiled candies and glass candies. We are going to develop this type of food products in this practical also. So demonstrators will help you to develop these food products, and I hope that this is a very good opportunity for you all, because confectionery industry is a lagging industry, so it is slowly developed industry, but we have very good market. So you all can start your own industry, confectionery industry, by using different raw materials, right? Then you can add some indigenous and some uh, some raw materials with health benefits, right? You can incorporate these raw materials into the confection, right? Because the sometimes I hope you can remember the ginger toffees. Ginger confections are available. Some sort of confectionery spices are available in the market, and mint, like different raw materials. So you can incorporate different but healthy raw materials and some nutraceuticals also. So you can add to confectionery market. So hope you will have an interesting time with these practicals. So and the temperature and time and styling speed is very important. You can see the different observation with this with the changes of 3 critical characteristics. And here in these practicals we are going to use high temperature, so take care of the temperature, and you have to adhere to the safety regulations and safety by the demonstrators, and you also given these safety regulations. So that's all. So I hope that you can develop your these food products successfully, and please attach your photographs to the your practical reports. So thank you very much.